Working remotely can be a challenge, especially for teams that are new to it. How do you deal with your work environment being the same as home while staying productive? At a time when teams must come together more than ever to solve big challenges, Trello's here to help. Trello, part of Atlassian's collaborative suite, has been powering remote teams globally for almost a decade. Trello keeps everyone on the same page, helping teams communicate, focus, and connect. Try Trello for free and learn more at Trello.com. That's Trello.com.
Dan and Ran and Jay will share tales of folks so unaware they lack in grace and sometimes choose the life they choose will make the news. Breaking down each epic fail in Florida, there's half-price bail. I'm happy to say they couldn't make this up. So listen to our podcast jam with co-host Arm and Dan. Bender, don't be a jerk, cause when the music hits, the funny hits, and we are gonna take you down. Stick around. Make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to a mini episode of Dumb People Town. Population U. Population Jam, as in Josh Adam Meyers.
Yay!
Josh Adam Meyers, dude, you're one of our favorite people in the world. We just hung out.
Speaking for you and Randy.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
Dan.
Dan.
Dan does
here.
not
Me
like
and-
him.
me
Dan
and-
does not like him at
Me
all.
and DVK have a rivalry, man.
yeah,
we have
not at
a
all.
Let's set it
rivalry.
on. Not at all. Josh Adam Meyers, we just hung out at the Moon Tower Comedy Festival and did the Goddamn Comedy Jam, the show that you so gloriously put on, where comedians come up, tell stories, and then tell a story related to a song, and then perform with your amazing band. And thank
you.
God for
It is
you.
not karaoke. It is rock and roll.
I love that you said, like, it's glorious the way that I jump into the crowd and, like, grab a dude's head and start, like, skull humping it.
By the way,
as I
that is-
sing Journey lyrics.
Well, first of all, your voice can only be described as the human manifestation of a vape. But
you've been holding on to that.
I just love it, man. The rasp in your voice is like people.
It's so good that it's on the beginning of our comedy album, Sklars and Stripes, the
Yes,
tour
you
tapes.
introduced us in Tulsa, and your introduction of us is at the very beginning of the album. We did an amalgam of all the people who introduced us, and yours stood out because it's like, ladies and gentlemen,
On Saturday. You guys come out. It's just all rock and roll intro, and then you guys are like, all right, so we went to the Woody Museum.
weird. You're just one of my favorite people in
love
the
you
business.
guys.
You
So
know,
we had to get you in here for this.
Yeah, do a mini. Just because I also feel like, as a guy who's toured around with the show, in bands, just in life, you've seen this country in ways that, like, most people don't. You've interacted and interfaced with people. This world is getting dumber. Let's just be honest. Or dumber's getting louder, or dumber and smart is fighting, and dumb's just beating the shit out of it. And so the only way to fight back is comedy. The only way we can do it is the way we're trying to do it, which is that we get stories sent in from our awesome fans. Dan breaks them down. We have not seen them. You haven't seen them. Let's jump into a story.
Let's
Do one. Ready?
DVK, hit me.
I will. Get
Hold
your
on,
front
let me
get
just
your
hit
front
my
legs ready,
Let me
Josh
just hit
Adam
my
Meyers.
Fruit Loops cereal milk vape real quick. There you go. Set the mood in here. Wait, I'm still exhaling.
The guy that does it like to prove a point.
Like the
Before
guy
he
who can
answers you.
the guy who
Before he
can-
answers you, just a long exhale.
Like it wouldn't surprise me if Josh Adam Meyers took a puff on a vape and then closed his nose and his mouth, and the smoke came out of his ears.
Oh, he could do it.
I would love that.
Just a drag.
That's your closer.
At the next jam, I'll be doing
Yeah.
that, everybody.
This was sent in by Kevin L. Jones at KevJones30.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Kev.
the other 29 were taken.
Yep, out of there.
Parkland, Washington.
I love it. We're in the state of Pacific Northwest, so it's going to be damp.
Right.
It's going to be damp.
Right.
Be damn.
I'm going to read this.
Shit's going to get damp.
I'm going to read this next line in sing-songy newspeak.
Let's hear it. I love when you do this, Dan.
And because it's Dumb People Town, I want you to tell me what you think this means.
Okay.
Ready? Mm-hmm. Talk about having a crappy night.
Okay.
Someone shit their pants. That's immediately what I go
Or
to.
someone went to
Definitely.
a Del Taco and there was literally shit in a taco.
You guys can say pass, but has anybody in this room shit their pants?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Of course. Yeah. That's not
Why
even
do you
a
think I was
question.
10 minutes late? Come on, guys.
I
Did you put pants on?
mind shitting pants
On the tail of the dirt. I need a moist towel. A moist towel.
Do you guys try to sing it different when you do a duet? Because
Yeah.
Vedder's voice does sound
Yes.
so different.
I sounded like I had marbles in my mouth.
No, I gotta say this, D. Check us out. So they've progressively gotten better
we should
with
tell
their
the
song
listener,
choice.
this is the song.
So they've done the show like 4 times now. The
goddamn
first
Comedy
time
Jam.
the goddamn comedy jam. So they're supposed to do stand up, then tell a story, and then sing a cover song. The first time they did the Smiths, and it went great.
The Boy with the Thorn in His Side. I just heard that song the other day and reminisced beautifully about what
But
that
then
was.
they came up to me. They were like, "All right, we got to do it again. We know how this works." And then the next time they did "Moon Age Daydream," by
which is like
Bowie.
it's a slow moving song, but we had a period of time where we were
That
chanting.
was Moon Tower, I
We were
think.
chanting Bowie died of space AIDS.
And
got
they've
the whole
done
coup.
they've
Got it
done
correct.
this. They've
Right.
done this, and they both keep saying they're like, God, we just can't sing. It's us, we're trying our best. We're having fun and blah blah blah. And they've gotten better and better. Then they did
Cake, the distance.
nailed it, knocked
So
it out
That's a good
of
one.
the
That's a
park.
good
Kind of perfect for our
Talk
singing.
voices, yeah.
And then for this one, they were like, "We're doing this." 6 months ago, y'all told me that
I
you wanted
called
to do
you and
this,
told you.
and they said, and then we get there, and I'm like, "All right." I mean, I wonder if they're both going to be fighting over the Eddie Vedder, portion of it. No,
Randy came in strong, and he said, "I'm going to do Chris
I'm gonna do
Cornell."
Chris Cornell.
And what we said before it is that Chris Cornell, when he found out that we were going to be covering their song,
He committed
And it was
suicide.
At Sklars Brothers.
But it was real. Oh, come on, man.
but you guys nailed it, and the fact that you both fought over Chr Cornell,
Which
it's
is
just-
shows
it's
how
hard.
far
just-
it shows
That's
how
a
far
hard
we've come.
Oh,
You're a
my
proud,
God.
You're a proud musical parent.
Those are my boys up there.
Let's get back to the crappy
Okay.
night.
Talk about having a
crappy night.
A man was not only busted for drunken driving, but also found himself covered in dog poop while trying to hide from police.
By the way, covered in dog poop. I imagine. I understand
stepped
it,
in dog
stepping
poop.
in it and getting it all over your shoes.
Right.
Covered in it.
That's a
slathered in
sexual-
it.
Here's what I think. I think the guy was hiding, and he went to a heavily
dog park.
dog dropping area, and he rolled.
Rolled
I don't think he just saw
went-
dog
he
shit.
went
And was
like-
like, let me smear this
He
all
went
over
Arnold
my body."
Schwarzenegger in Predator.
On one cheek. On the other cheek.
I was once at a party, graduation party in high school. We were out on a farm, as you do in Rochelle, Illinois, and the cops came. But the thing about having a farm party is you can see the cops coming 3 miles away.
Yeah, oh, of course.
And so everybody ran out into the fields. There was nothing had grown yet. It was the end of spring, beginning of summer. And there's 4 of us laying out there. And a girl that I went to high school with, we're all just like watching the house when the cops pull up. And I look over and she's taking off everything except her bra and underwear. And I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "If you don't have clothes on, they can't see you." And I'm like, 18-year-old me was like, 18-year-old me was like,
Keep going.
I love your idea.
Yeah, keep going.
I love your ingenuity.
You still have your bra on.
We're both 18. Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So covered in
Right.
dog.
The way in which this story unfolds and what we infer happened between the facts is going to be beautiful.
Okay.
The ordeal began just after 11 p.m. Saturday when a man called 911 to report.
That was his name.
Yeah.
A man called 911.
Yes. He was an emergency baby.
His name was 911.
Called 911 to report a car was running red lights, driving erratically, and nearly hit several cars near the Brookdale area. You guys, not in Brookdale.
Near the Brookdale
Thank
area.
God. No, he knew to stay out of
He
Brookdale.
knew to keep it out.
You don't put that shit in
Keep
Brookdale.
that crazy shit out of Brookdale.
Running red lights, driving erratically, which also to me means the person who called in was following him.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot of him
Also
doing
running
stuff.
red lights,
Yeah.
because if you're keeping up
Right.
and the light's red for the guy in front
Yes.
of you, the light's red for you too.
Yes.
You're not following things.
One of my favorite thing in news reports. About 8 minutes later.
Which is
Thank you.
usually the amount of time that it takes.
Also, that's an
Have you ever
exact
seen
amount
the-
of time.
About 10 minutes later is what I would
Sure,
say.
but about 8?
Very specific.
Yeah.
About 8.5 minutes later.
So
6
7
minutes and 22 seconds later.
7:45.
We smelled shit.
Although I guess they probably would know if 2 calls came into 911 if it was 7 minutes and 46 seconds later.
Fine.
But why not just say that?
Just round up.
That'd be cooler.
You round it up.
Yeah. About 8 minutes later, a woman called 911. She's also named 911 to report someone had driven through their gate onto their 20-acre field on 52nd Avenue East.
Well, now she's just bragging. Like, you need to say it's a 20-acre field.
Say into our
Ma'am,
field.
I
Into our
understand.
gate, onto our
I
property.
understand you have a lot of property.
land. I have 20 acres. How many acres do you have? I bet I have more than 19 acres than you
That's fine,
do.
ma'am. That's not the information we need.
I have land.
Okay, we just put a pond in. That's why I don't.
Great.
We grow our own tomatoes.
Great. Just tell me where he is.
She said that he drove through their gate and onto their 20-acre field on 52nd Avenue East, and that her husband used their
have a husband.
used their tractor
We have a tractor.
to block the car in. Which means, okay, it's 11
This is some
o'clock at night on a
Footloose shit.
farm.
This is some Footloose shit going
There's a
down.
guy being like, I'm going to get my goddamn tractor
Here we
and
go.
block this guy
Here
Because
we
there's no
go.
way he's driving around the tractor.
Oh, no.
It's not. You're not harvesting right now.
I mean, maybe at 11 o'clock at night, you know.
If you're harvesting, you can be out that late.
Was it daylight savings time or was
No,
it?
it was
I didn't
11
know.
o'clock.
We're near
on
the
a-
Aurora Borealis. This is Washington. It gets
Saturday.
It's north.
The driver had run from the car, but by the time deputies arrived, the driver was back inside the front seat, passed out, and covered in poop. The deputy described the scene in his police report. Quote, "As I approached the vehicle, I immediately smelled a very strong odor of feces, strong enough to overwhelm any other smell. What would be
What's another smell?
Dracar
Marijuana?
Noir?
Yeah, Dracar.
Nope. Not getting behind that?
Here I go. In my tractor slow.
Josh Adam Meyers.
What's my weakness? Poop. Okay, then.
Here's the deal.
It's everybody's weakness.
It was that new poop smell too, because it was coming from inside a car.
I just can imagine the guy up in Washington being like, wait, this guy on our property, get in the tractor. Let me put my mixtape in. And then it just hits like Alice in Chains,
For
Man in the
sure,
Box.
exactly. The driver.
How did he get poop on him?
Just remember where to direct these tweets, people.
You knew
said
this was going to be a musical
Strong
episode.
enough
it was gonna
to
be
overwhelm any other
smell.
I saw that there were feces smeared along the driver's side and on the driver's door handle. When I contacted the driver, I noticed that he had feces all over his hands and clothing.
I don't understand how that happened.
Here's
This
what
is
I
my-
think. He was going to go out drinking. He saw dog shit, and he was like, I'm going to put this on like a Native American warrior.
Yeah.
And he
Braveheart. He was
it just
gonna
got out-
Braveheart
It just got out of hand.
Or he thought, if they're going to send police dogs after me, I'm going to hide my scent.
I wonder if that would work.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
dogs smell
Or
other
maybe
dogs.
he thought, if I'm getting arrested tonight, I'm going to make these fuckers earn it.
Yeah.
You're
I
going to
like-
have to
I
get
like
in
that.
with
There's
me.
that.
I like
You
that.
have to get in with me.
Yeah.
This is what I love. This is the last quote
You know
from
how
the
like
police
sometimes
officer.
culprits get naked to be like, deal with this now.
100%.
Greased up and naked,
Yes.
put Crisco
That's what
in
this
it.
guy's doing.
Deal with this.
They go like Eastern Promises, just like, let's have a naked fight.
Let's do this right
Quote, this is from the cop. I also noticed that the smell of the feces got stronger, and I nearly vomited several times. So this is a police officer walking up to the car being
You
like,
have the right to
sir,
put your hand.
what? What do you need?
Just put
I
your
don't
hand.
smell anything.
I need you to put your hand.
the right for an attorney.
He's like doubled over. He's doubled over being like, no, stay in the car for a second.
Take him in your car. Take him in your car. No, I can't. I got my laundry back there. God damn it.
Okay, but so you're a police officer and you're like, fuck, I gotta put this guy in the back of our car, which means we gotta then clean the car. Like this guy has really thought of a lot here.
Right.
true.
You start asking people, what did he really do?
Yeah.
Do we need to arrest him?
Right.
You're
How
like,
much
how bad-
paperwork
He's
are we
drunk.
going through?
Can we let him off with a warning?
Like if you walked up and he had put himself in the passenger seat of the car, you'd be like, I don't think he drove. Let's just leave him here.
I would handcuff him to the tractor, go get a big giant hose.
and just
wash him down.
Wash him down.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Hose him down.
That's what I would do.
You'd be like, get out of the car. We're going over to this tractor for a second. Let me
Yeah.
handcuff you really
Yeah,
quick.
this is how you're going to get free.
You either do that or
Of
you,
a lot.
or you just feed him to the pigs. Like one or the other. Problem goes
Do
away.
we? Okay. The deputies managed to awake the driver who admitted to drinking a, quote, lot of multiple shots of tequila.
A lot of multiple shots of tequila? So he didn't drink all the multiple shots. He just drank a lot.
How many did you drink tonight?
A lot of multiple shots
of tequila.
Someone says they've drinking a lot.
My favorite part. But he does not know why he's covered in poop. How much did you drink? A lot.
Why are you covered in poop?
I don't know.
He's so tired.
I'm only giving you the answers I have. Who are you?
It's on a need-to-know basis.
Officer, I'm glad you're here. Could you tell this old fucker to move his tractor so I can get out? I've been arguing with this son of a bitch for 30 minutes. I took a nap.
Hey, you get on a farm, you drive on 19 acres, and the woman's in the back. It's 20!
It's 20.
20 acres! We have a dog! We have dogs who poop!
The deputies, mindful of their suspect's rather stinky situation, decided not to do a field sobriety test. They were like, you know what? We think you failed.
Yeah,
We know you can't do the alphabet backwards.
covered in shit is at least a .08. It's like that's 100%.
It's like a burned out teacher that doesn't belive in you on ACTs. It was like, just don't take the test.
You're good.
You know what? There's other things you'll find in life.
We don't need another thing for you to fail.
Go buy a Jeep. All right. But he didn't know he was covered in poop. So they're mindful. They skipped the field sobriety test, but called firefighters from Central Pierce Fire and Rescue
To bring the hose.
to check on the man and put him in a protective hazmat type suit.
Oh.
They're going full, like Stranger Things.
So how do we know that it's... Go ahead.
Well, no, I was going to say, so do they wash him first, or they just, with the shit on him, they put
I think they
the
just
suit
put him
on
in
him?
another
It's
suit.
probably a
Makes
disposable suit.
Definitely.
So
Well, they
here's-
only listed his clothes and hands, so maybe that was the only part of his flesh. So they're like, strip out of this, get in this.
Get in this.
As that was happening, so now
do
the
we know it's dog shit, or do we know
haven't
it's...
said. On a peaceful 20-acre farm in the middle of a Saturday night, we now have a tractor blocking a drunk guy in covered in poop in a barn.
Cops there.
Cops showed up.
And
Fire
the fire
department's
department.
there with hazmat stuff, which is probably a special truck, right? Just to have the suit.
Just to bring the suit
Yes. As all that was happening, deputies talked to the homeowner, who said after the man crashed his car on their farm,
The 20-acre farm.
the 20-acre farm. He, the 20-acre farm owner, ran out. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not he, the drunk driver. After he crashed his car on the farm, the drunk driver ran out, jumped over a fence, and tried to hide in a large container.
Oh, the manure container.
Well, turns out these homeowners are dog breeders, and that's where they kept their dog poop, said Detective Ed Troyer of the Pierce County
I
Sheriff's
can't hate
Department.
on this guy now.
Who knew that there was a giant container of dog
I
poop?
mean, the only guy who would be happy would be Chuck Berry. Like, he'd be the only guy who'd be happy if he landed.
So, this is from, I imagine, Detective Ed Troyer, E.T. if you're nasty. Quote, so he jumped into it, covered himself completely in that crap before we were able to get him into custody. But before police arrived, the homeowner yelled to the driver that he better get back in his car or he would be in a world of shit.
So just yelling at him
is in a world
stops
of
it.
shit.
No.
He is in a world of shit.
He is in a world- They literally wrote, as if he wasn't already. That's written on this thing.
Okay, good. Right.
By the way, our Poop Doc is available on iTunes, Amazon, and on demand. It's called Poop Talk.
Following the homeowner's commands, the driver climbed out of the shit container, went back to his car, gave the homeowner the keys to his car, then passed out in the car until police arrived to wake him.
Were the
So-
keys in the ignition?
No, it gave him to the homeowner.
The homeowner's like, get out of the poop container. Come
Get
on.
in your car.
And the whole time,
Give me the
imagine
keys.
that conversation. Come on, man, let me go.
No.
No. Move
Get
your
out.
tractor. How about you solid move your... No,
No,
because then
no.
you'll back... How am I
I'm
going
going
to
to put more shit on me. I'm
Don't
going to
do
keep
that.
putting more shit on
Then
me.
you'll be a
do not-
shittier person.
Don't do it.
Covering my ears now. I can't
Come on,
hear you.
Let's go. We're going back to the barn. Let's go. We're going back now. Get in your own car.
in
Covered
your
in
car.
shit? Yes.
You know what? I'm just going to stay over here and play with these lasso options
no,
you're breeding.
no,
I'm
Get
drunk,
in-
man.
Get in the
the
car.
I love Pomeranians.
Get in the
Good. You
car.
smell like
You
one.
smell
Get
like
in.
one. Get in the
Give
car.
me your keys, too.
I want to be a dog. This
No,
is where I
get
want to
in
be,
the car,
man.
You want to go
sir.
for a ride? You want to go for a ride?
You wanna go for a ride? Get in the car.
No,
Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car. Get in the car.
Give me the keys.
There's a little bit more shit on my nipples.
Give me the keys, and now you're going to wait here.
And then you're gonna, and then I'm sure he told him to pass out too.
Yeah,
And
he was
just
like,
passed
why don't
out.
you go to sleep, a-hole?
How
Enjoy
the
the 20 acres.
That's how drunk he was. Is that he didn't climb into that thing and immediately start throwing up.
Well,
No.
you've heard the term 40 acres and a mule. This is, of course, 20 acres and a dumbass.
I'm going to give it to you.
You're not going to give it to me?
I'm going to give
Give
it to you.
that one to me. Allow it.
Judges say we'll allow it.
Allow it in the
But guys, that's how drunk the guy is, covered in shit.
Shit,
that
and
a police officer
is throwing up.
almost throwing up multiple times, that he went to sleep. He went to sleep.
A lot of
Slept
multiple
in the
shots.
shit.
So,
I mean,
slept in the.
We've all been that drunk before.
Yeah.
Like where maybe not where you shit
Yourself
yourself,
and
but
then-
you know.
Or cover yourself in a bin of shit,
but
and then
it's-
take a nap in said shit in a barn on a beautiful 20-acre farm.
You know, it's Washington State, man. Bestiality just became illegal like 6 months ago.
Have you
I mean,
been
it's
to, have you
like-
been to Spokane?
I have not. No.
It's a meth capital of the world.
But
Now-
it actually was
No,
kind of
I
nice.
think there's a lot of places that,
Oh,
that
yeah.
have that
Sorry.
title.
I would say, yeah.
Now,
Any desert
I know,
town.
but you can't argue with those people who believe it. No, we are, man.
Oh, yeah.
Everything
now,
we own is Kirkland made.
I just bought 25 Cokes.
the dog shit's made from Kirkland.
Yeah, they make it there.
Detective Ed Troyer said, now we've got an additional problem because obviously he needs to go to jail and nobody wants to take him in.
That's
Oh,
right.
yes.
That's when we called in some rookies
Yes,
to
I
come.
was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. We're the rookies.
He's bringing the rooks.
Come on.
He broke his cherry with shit. There
Police
you go.
Academy.
That's the best story
We
ever.
called in some rookies to come in and take care of that kind of business.
Oh, man.
And you know, they probably weren't even on shift. They were like,
Yeah.
wake them up.
Wake 'em up.
Wake them both up.
Get
So
'em
what
up.
do you do? To me, you take him to the firehouse and you just hose him down. And
Well, I
leave him
think
outside.
you put gloves on. You definitely put gloves
for
on
sure,
you.
dude.
Yeah.
And you just keep everything away from
He seems
your face.
pretty agreeable, though, so you could probably be like,
Use your
get
voice.
out of this.
Get out of this.
I mean,
Put
he
on-
already listened to a person with no authority, a
know.
farm owner who was like, do this now. He did all that. You
But
think
I
for a
feel like
cop, he'd
maybe
be like,
I don't
all
know.
right, man.
No, I feel like maybe he might have a little thing against the cops because he feels like they're going to do something wrong. And like
Right,
Right. He
So
kept
the-
telling the farmer how much he loved Farm Aid.
right, and the farmer's like, I wasn't in farm.
I'm on your side, man.
No,
I'm on
we're
your
not.
side.
We're
on
not.
this
No,
shit.
man.
We don't
that's
even
not.
do
I
corn
bought,
here.
I bought every Dave Matthews album that's come out.
No.
That's
The
not
suspect
us.
was cleaned
I
up.
am busted stuff.
The
Yes, you are.
suspect was cleaned up and eventually booked for investigation of driving under the influence. We're investigating it.
I
Yeah.
think
I
we
think
can
we're
pretty
good.
much
Case
guarantee that.
I know. There's plenty of
We
dash
can't
cam
say
footage.
with certainty.
Meanwhile, the deputy's patrol car, who had to take him in, was taken out of service for a, quote, major biohazard cleaning.
Just detail
which
it.
he'll get charged for.
Oh, yeah.
You have to pay for that when you screw up the cop car. All right, we're going to get out of here on this. They don't give his name. I say we call him Trev.
Trev.
Yeah, it sounds like a Trev.
Or Trav. Travis.
Travis Trevor Richards.
Yeah.
is his name.
Travis Trevor Richards. Yep.
TT Dick, y'all.
Definitely a three-namer, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Travis Trevor Richards.
How old
TTR.
is Travis
It's TTR.
Trevor?
Too much fun leaves marks in life. Living hard, you'll pay the price. Who is gonna get it right? Guess the age. Guess the age.
I'm
Do
gonna
you want to go first? You want to go first,
You
second,
go
or
first,
third?
Tig, or third? Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna say he's fuck.
I know there's a lot to.
There's
take
a
in.
lot.
I'm gonna say 47.
Yeah.
47
he went
years old.
Straight up the ladder.
He was
on him.
listening to one of his peers when that farmer was like, "The hell you doing?" I don't know. I didn't.
I
Hey,
mean-
it's not my weekend with the kids, and here I am.
Is that a Shih Tzu over there?
You're the shit.
You're the Shih Tzu now.
Look, come on. All right.
I'm going to say he's 22
Jason Sklars says 22 years
because he
old.
was ordered around by an old guy.
Yeah, I also think he is physically, he may look 47, but I think he's 29.
29.
Physically, I think he still has the ability to climb into a tank.
Okay.
You know, we're 46, and I was watching like the MLB last night, and I'm just watching all these players like dive and make catches, and I'm like, would I go diving around now? Would I just throw my body all over the
I
place?
know.
Probably not.
I know.
That would hurt like shit. So I feel like, but I'm a rational person. So he may be 47.
But see,
I
that's
think,
the thing. I've always wanted to see. Oh, quick side something. I promise I'll call back. But I've always wanted to see a TV show. We've seen like Pros vs. Joes and stuff like that, or like
This
Johnny.
is the show
this
we're
is the show
pitching.
we're
Johnny
pitching.
Knoxville did. But I wanted to see a show where an average person does the most mundane things, like just try and like just connect with a pitch. Just
off a major league pitcher.
just dive for a ball against a couple NBA players. Like just slide into second.
That's kind of like what we were.
Just the
ours
smallest
is
thing.
ours is big league treatment where we try and
that's a
give
great
regular
thing.
people the full ESPN coverage. All right,
Mine was walk it off with Daniel Van Kirk.
I love
Walk
it.
it off.
Walk it off.
'Cause that's what I
You'll
would
be
have to do.
fine.
Yeah. Okay.
He uses acute care.
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Yes.
2 of you. The difference is 1 year. So between some of you guys, and I'm not going to tell you one, it came
how
down,
can
fell
that
right
be?
in the middle of 2 of your guesses.
Okay.
And the difference of one of you getting it right was only 1 year.
Okay, so someone's gonna win because you can go over or under.
Right.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
okay.
But like someone's gonna win, but only by 1 year.
Trevor, Richards.
So he
AKA
is between
the suspect.
47 and you said 21?
22.
22.
Or between the 2 of you.
Well,
Or
I'm saying,
between-
like, but we know he's
Right.
between that. He's
Yes,
in
you're
that
right,
range.
you're right.
So we nailed the range.
Yes. Get your answers in at home. Play along for Guess the AG. He is covered in shit and 25 years old. 22 gets it.
Oh, man.
I
By
knew
1
it.
year.
Jay, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you. It feels good. It feels good to win.
That's why I'm horrible at gambling. I mean,
don't
always
do it.
too high.
It's just I imagine the call that those rookies got.
Oh,
Get out
I
of bed.
know.
We got something special
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you guys.
okay.
God, I'm
What, you
just-
said you wanted a hot case.
Yeah.
Get in here.
Just like
Steaming hot.
Are you guys going to make me just direct traffic and set up the
Oh,
tape?
kind
No.
of.
You're going to get in on this one.
Just the Ethan Hawke character, like kissing his wife and holding the baby before he goes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, honey, I'll see you later.
No, they're
Okay.
calling me
It's
in.
another tough day, and the shift is
I got
okay.
real police work to do. Oh, man. Well, hey, he had a crappy night, and that's the way we do
Oh,
it.
I know.
There you go. Josh Adam Meyers, follow him on Instagram. Follow the goddamn Comedy Jam.
Yeah,
Check
man.
it out if you're ever. Where can they see where you guys are touring?
At Josh Adam Meyers on all social media. Just go there on every.
Check it out and listen for his voice on Bill Burr's cartoon F is for
F is for
Family.
Family.
Dude, you play the crazy shit like the DJ, the crazy shouting
DJ Howlin' Hank.
DJ Howlin' Hank.
I'm also the voice of CC's Pizza in the Midwest. So
Yes!
and the voice of the San Diego Zoo right now. Which
Are
is
you
actually,
really?
Yeah, it's really creepy.
You're the voice of the San Diego Zoo.
Yeah, for their Africa Rocks campaign. So.
Give me
us
just
one
a little
little-
taste of
one
Africa
little-
on our way out.
All right, here we go. Africa Rocks at the San Diego Zoo. Coca-Cola is a proud sponsor of San Diego Zoo and all. It's all blah, blah, blah. Whatever.
Yeah, by the way, Africa
love
does rock. Josh Adam Meyers, you rock, and it's
Thank
so
you.
nice to have you on the show. We'll have you back again. And oh shit, we got to get back to work.
Dum 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 dum. Stick around, make a sound, hunker down, it's Dumb People Town.
It's a good show.